Hello, hello from the shadows. Welcome, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I'm Miles Debsky here, broadcasting today from up in Portland, Oregon. Just a couple quick housekeeping things as people are trickling in. We are broadcasting today like we do every day at 1 p.m. Weekday, well, 1 p.m. Pacific. We're on 3 different platforms. So welcoming people from YouTube, from Twitch, and also from Discord. Discord's getting more and more people as I see, but just to shout some of them out, we got Alex F, Brudderman, Canberra, David Angel, Drew Simpson, Ed Burkle, Foxy Jack, Jericho, Ken Art, Mikey, M. Johnson, Moki, Nate Schneider, Pete Geens, Scott Kane, and TK helping us out. Yeah, over on Twitch, we got Ackleburn AL, another. The names are more fun on Twitch. Another TV viewer. Carbot, D Baron, D Skinco, Jazz Pants. Jay Montana's also over there. And then Enelimin. I'm probably saying all these wrong. And then we got Michelle over on YouTube and some others watching in the shadows there. Welcome. We got a great stream today. Nick Hunter is here talking about FileMaker Transplant, basically merging two files together. And we'll start that today, finish it up tomorrow. For brand new people, if you go to FM Training TV, that's kind of our whole home base for all of our training stuff. So that's free videos, that's paid videos, it's books, it's we're kind of growing a whole little world over there. So check that out. Buying things there helps us be able to do these free streams. And that's enough of me talking. So I'll be here. Ask questions if you have them. I can answer some and also pass some on to Nick as he goes. But yeah, I'm going to hand it over to Nick and take it away.
Okay, thank you, Miles. Yeah, so we're not talking just today and tomorrow. We're going to go talk today, tomorrow, and next week, 2 days. So it's 4 days in full. Okay?
Awesome.
Yeah, because the transplant is it's a process. Okay, so it's not so easy. So what we are talking about transplant. So far we have a list of what you need to do. You have to do. It's a succession of events that you have to do in an order in order to get it work. Okay, otherwise it takes forever or even impossible to do. So far we had a list, of things to do, but we never saw exactly what you need to do, right? So, and I'm doing transplant pretty much once a week. Okay, so so that's why I said, okay, maybe it's a good idea to make a video out of this and to show the people what's going on when you do a transplant, right? So it was what we call a transplant. Actually, I call it that way, and I don't have the boss to contradict me, so I'm taking the advantage. Yes. So what's a transplant? I have a file. Okay, I have file A, and let's say I have my file, and I have the file of my customer. Okay, and I want to transplant a full working, completely working solution, my solution. I want to transplant it into the file of the customer, So without using add-ons and stuff like that, I want a full, complete file. Okay, I want all the tables, all the occurrences. I want all the calculation, all the value list, all the custom function, I want all of this to be implemented inside another file, scripts and everything. Okay, pretty much I want the file of my customer. I want the file of my customer to become my file. Okay. So we say, okay, why you want to do that? First of all, because here my philosophy about developing a solution for people, right? So that's what I'm doing. I'm a developer, so I have multiple customers, and they have files, right? But I noticed that it would be valuable if I had all the file I'm building for my customer, all of them, okay, to have the same foundation, the same building foundation. If they have the same building foundation and if they based on the same concepts, I noticed that you have many advantages. Okay, because most of my customers, they come with a file already there. It's not like you say, if I have to save, if I can say file and new file, create new file, okay, I don't need the transplant. But if I have a file already, the customer has a file. And say, okay, Nick, I want you to modernize, I want you to change, I want you to make it better and stuff like that. Okay. So I take the file customer, and then I want to transplant my brain, my livers, my lungs, and my heart into the file. And the heart and the brain and the liver of the customer, I put on the side. I put everything on the side, and I keep them inside the file, but I don't use it. I want the file to become, I want the living entity of the file to be my stuff. Okay. So that's why everything needs to work identically from the original file I want to transplant into the file of the customer. So what the advantage of having the same foundation for all my customers? If, let's say, if I do something for a customer, let's say, I'm doing something for Scott, for example, I'm building something, and then 2 months later, Debbie's, I have a meeting with Debbie, another customer, and she said, oh yeah, by the way, I'd like to have something to do this and this, and then they say, oh yeah, but 2 months ago I built exactly the same thing or very similar to Scott. So I'll do a demo, okay, and say, okay, do you like it? Say, yeah, it's exactly what I want. Okay, since the file has both files, Debbie's and Scott's, has the same building foundation, what I do, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. And I just have to tweak and, fix some cracks here and stuff like that. But I don't have to rebuild all the thing, right? So the advantages are huge, right? And then when I do an improvement in one file, I can spread it easily, So there's many advantages when you do this, okay? In order to do this, you need to learn how to do the transplant. So let's start with the transplant. Okay, so let me share my screen. So, okay, so I want. Oh, Moki had a question. Is that the reason we cannot use the add-on method to transplant? Just want to, I don't know, transplanting a full solution with add-ons. I don't know. That's a question for our friends, the Calvin and Christians. Maybe I can ask them. Can we transplant? I think building the add-on will take so much time. I don't know. I never built an add-on. I'm not an add-on guy for now. I'm not. That's why I let all the folks to deal with this. But yeah, why not? I don't know. I have an add-on, a full version of everything, like all the layouts, all the fields, I don't know if you can go that deep. If you can with add-ons, if you can add custom function, if you can add, or maybe we can. I don't know. I have no idea. That's a good question. Good question. Yeah, it's a question we can. We can ask Christian and what's the name? Kelvin. Okay. Calvin. Okay. So what do you want? What do you want to do? I have this file that's my launchpad. I call that launchpad because this is just a building foundation. It's a file where you have a login process, you have users, you have account management, and you have a privilege management, and you have the login management. Okay, so you have a home that doesn't, you have a system. You have a system management, a user management, and I put an asset management just for an example, okay, of something. But it's a file that there's nothing. It's not like FM starting point when you have a full, complete solution ready to use. This one is not ready to use unless you need a asset management. But it's not ready to use. This is just a building foundation to start building on top of it. So, but it's really good. It's good if you want to transplant this into the file. So here, I have a customer in Switzerland, and this guy said, "Okay, Nick, I want you to do the transplant." I said, "Okay, look, you know what? I'm going to do the transplant next week during the demo. So I'm going to use this file to do the demo." Okay. So here, what we are going to do, okay, we are going to transplant this file into this file. Okay, so pretty much everything that makes this file working will be there. Script, everything. So the first thing we need to do, the very first thing we need to do, okay, on top of the food chain. So this, now we are going to talk about food chain. Okay, on top of the food chain is the custom function. This is on top of the food chain, you know, the custom function. Why? Because FileMaker is built, and it is great because we are going to learn how FileMaker works and how FileMaker is built, by the way. You have the heart of FileMaker, the heart of FileMaker here. We are, when you do this, when you go File and you go Manage Database, pretty much you are on the heart of FileMaker. This is the heart. Okay. This is the open heart surgery that I'm doing here. Okay. But you have even more. Oh, actually, you open the chest. That's what you did. You open the chest here. When you do this and this here, you are in the heart. You are in the cavity, okay, of the heart. So because this, the Draco, you know, the functions, they are what is the closest to the code, to the native code of the application, of the FileMaker application. This is you are pretty much when you do this, you are modifying FileMaker. That's what you're doing. You are developing FileMaker. What you do this, okay? You are on the heart of FileMaker. So when you do a transplant, you start by what is close. Yeah, we see, but the number one is not table. It's custom function. See, it's missing in this list. You know, so you have what is closest, the closest to the heart. Actually, the heart itself, it's inside the heart. Cannot be more close than the heart, because close to the heart, that tables, that very close. But inside the heart, you have the custom function. So that's why we need to what's the name? We need to start from the inside and go outside, which is the objects on the layouts. This is the latest. It's the farthest from the heart. Okay. So let's do that. You know, let's transplant the custom functions, right? So we go to the custom function here, okay, and here you can see there's already custom function here. Okay, so that's the custom function of the customer, right? So I don't want to destroy anything because I don't want that to be not working. I want to keep everything because I'm going to need this in the future as a reference to build the new version of the solution, right? So I'm going there, you know, I'm going manage custom function, and I say, okay, yeah, I want to import all the custom function, okay, of this guy here, you know, of the FM Launchpad. Right? FM Launchpad has many custom function. Okay, so we go there, a custom function, and you see we have all of those. Okay, and I want those inside the other file. Okay, so I import the custom function. So that easy. I'm going there. I select the FM Launchpad. Okay, and here how you select all. Okay, you can do this if you want, if you're patient. Okay, or you can say. You click the first, you press shift, you click the last, right? First, shift, last. And then you select one of those. Bam. That selects all, okay? So I select all of them, okay? And I just want to transplant this, okay? So import. And then it says, okay, there's one conflict, okay? So don't panic, okay? So there's 20 imported, one conflict. So what the conflict? What is the conflict? Oh, see here, we have range 2. No, it's not this one. Okay, index 2. So we have 2 times index. We have index here and index 2. The guy already have one by Michael Bijnen. Okay, so and this one is mine. Okay, so but pretty much they do exactly the same. But I'm going to, and you see, you have space 2, space 2. Okay, that means it had 2 times, because you cannot have a custom function with 2 times the same name, which makes sense. Okay, you can have the same name. So when you import one that has the same name, you put a 2 in front of it. So I'm not going to use this one. This one I'm going to rename it old. Okay, that the one that was there. Oh yeah, because you call it so yeah, it's a tail recursive function. So index old, okay, so you rename it index all, and the index 2 you need to rename it the way it was, that index. Okay, so this is what happens when you have a conflict. When you have a conflict, you need to keep yours, because yours is supposedly the most modern one. Okay, and it's the one you know. Okay, so you need to use yours, but you don't want to break the file that is already there. You don't want, because it's not because you want to transplant one kidney that you need to destroy the other one. You know what I mean? This is one kidney, okay, that new one, but the other one it might be still working. Okay, so I don't want to remove it. I don't want to kill it. Right? Now the custom function has been imported. So now, okay, I can take care of the tables. Okay, this. Okay, so how do that? In order to do that correctly, we need to do something like the boss did not like, but is not here today. So I'm like I can play football in the living room today. So what you do when you want to do that? First of all, you know that when you open file, when you do go file database, right? On this one, you cannot do this. You blocked. Okay, you are blocked. So because I need to open 2 times this. Otherwise, you need to open this, go there, open this, do what you need, copy, close, open this, paste, close, open this, copy, close, open it, paste, close, open, close. Oh, no, you don't want to do that, right? So you close FM Launchpad. Okay, you close FM Launchpad if you want to be closed. Okay, thank you. And you close FM Launchpad. And you can see here, I am using FileMaker 18, okay? So I open, this is using FileMaker 18, the demo, the transplant demo, the demo transplant. I'm on 18 here, okay? So, but I open this with 19. So that's why it's always good to have 2 versions of FileMaker in the same hard drive, okay? So now this one is open with 19. Okay, so I have 2 times FileMaker open in my computer, 18 and 19. This is open with 19. Okay, and this one is open with 18, 19, 18. So now I can have manage database open here and manage database open here. I have 2 managed databases, demo transplant and launchpad. Okay, so now that I have 2 times this open, you understand how easy it is to do the copy paste. Okay, so but don't change don't do the dance of victory right away, because it's not that easy. Okay, so here I have this is all the table I want to transplant. And this is all the table that are already existing. And you can say, okay, a user already exists. System already exists, right? All of those already exist, so they have, I'm going to copy paste from, what's the name? I'm going to copy paste tables that already exist, okay? So there's 2 ways to manage this, okay? You can merge the new one and the old one. That's what we are going to do right now. Or you can just add on top of them. You rename those, like I did for the custom function, old. You rename them, and then you paste the new one. Okay, but I'm not going to do that. I am going to make the merge. Okay, I'm going to merge existing tables. So let's start. I'm there. This is what I want to transplant. Okay, so I select all the table and I say copy here. Put that on the side. And I'm going to paste those here. Okay. I'm going to paste them. Bam. Okay. So I am sorted by the table name. Okay. You can tell audit log 2, audit log was there. Globals was there. Preference was there. Privilege was there. And system was there. And users, no user, but entities, value list item. So see, you have some that was there already. Okay? Okay. So we keep them. We keep them. No problem. Tranquilo. Okay? Now we can see there's 9 field here and 8 field here, right? So in audit log. Okay. So now I have the tables, right? For example, all the table, this one, I have all the fields. You know, when you copy and paste tables, all the fields are coming inside, you know. I have docs, I have all of them, you know, login, here, I have login and stuff like that. So now I have those tables created, but I want to merge. I want the login that was there to become also the new one. And I want to make sure that everything matches, okay? So here, the login, pretty much everything match, okay? Pretty much, you know, I'm pretty sure this one, everything match. So audit log, what's missing here? You know, one field is missing. I don't know which one it is. Oh, this one. This one has been added by the customer. So visually, I can do an visual inspection. I don't care if that new one is an additional one. It won't affect me. So I can I can just delete the table 2 because I know the one that was there is okay. Let's continue. I'm going there. The one here has only 11 fields, only, okay? And mine has 33, okay? Okay, so what I'm doing, I copy all the fields inside global 2, the one that just transplanted. I copy all the fields. I go to the one that was there with the same name. I paste all the fields, and I look for the 2 fields. None of them are the 2. You see the 2, because he will have make 2, right? Let's say I paste again this, okay? See, he put 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, okay? If you do that, right? So I knew that now I have all my fields. And if one was 2, I just had to remove the 2. That means, oh, it was there already, right? This is how you do. You count on the 2 to tell you which one was there now. So now I know, now the global kind of table has all the customers' fields plus my 33, okay? So I can go there and tranquilo, I can just say delete global 2, okay? Let's continue. Login 99. I can pretty much sure that this one, the old one, that one, the customer one, that mine, there's absolutely no difference. So I can just visual, right? You do a visual inspection, just delete it. Preference 11, 16 in mine. I'm pretty sure some are missing, so I'm going to mine. I copy all the fields, I go to the old one, I paste, and I look for the 2. Oh, there's 1, 2 here. No problem. Tranquilo. Bye-bye. Sayonara. You remove the 2. Now you go there. You remove the preference 2. It's safe to do that. Bim. So let's continue. System 2. 23 field, 20 in mind. So that means I think the customer added something on top of mines. But to make sure, I'm not sure. I copy my transplant. I paste there. There's only twos. Yes, only 2s. Okay, so that means they're all double. So I can just remove them. The one I just paste them. So I can go there, system 2, remove also the table of reference, everything, and I continue. So here the entity, there's 4. I'm pretty much sure this one and this one are the same, but the guy added something. He didn't rename anything, so I can just remove it. Let's do a visual inspection with this one. That was a new one. The old one, new one. So we need to do a double check on this one. But I can remove this entity too. I can just remove it safely. Just do a double check here. Copy the new one that you want to remove. Sorry. You go there, copy the one here, and make sure 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, so they were all there. So I can remove this one, the 2. This one is over. This one we can do kind of a visual inspection. Yeah, so some has been renamed. So I need to copy because I need rename. So I cannot have something renamed. So I need to do that. So this one is not the 2. So how, when you like this and you want to unselect this one, you press Alt on PC and Command on the Mac, right? Alt on PC, Command on the Mac. You keep your selection like this. You keep the 2, 2, 2. You remove this one. You remove this one. And now, you unselect the 2 you want to keep, and now you delete all the 2s. You delete all the 2s. Bye, sayonara. So now, delete. We good. I think we're good. Okay. So here, in front of your eyes, I just did this. I merged what existing with what new. Okay. So that's what I've done. Very cool, very easy. No hassle. It's very, very simple. Okay. You count on you use the trick of the copy paste and the 2, the number 2. And then you see, okay, everything that 2 you can remove. It's the same name. Okay, so for the question that hasn't been asked, because there's a user monkey bread plugin, and then you can turn the script IDs issued you internal when we created. Yeah, but whatever. Yeah, but I can't rely on plugins. I'm not rely on plugins. So because here it's not necessary very well. For you will see, you need the creation order, Nate. You will see. Okay, so everything is validated. So now what I'm doing, I validate this. I want to validate this because so far it wasn't validated. So I want to validate this, and okay. So I want to make sure that this is validated. So now inside my file here, I have all what's the name? All the table that was there before plus mine. How I recognize them with the creation order. Creation order, that means all of this, right, and this is what I start. This is what I start. This, okay. All of the above is not created. It was there already, but this has been created right now. Okay, those. Okay. I have a privilege 2 here. Privilege. Yeah, one has been renamed. One has been renamed. So I need to copy this guy and paste here because I need to have the same, not error. But I don't want to rename this one because that was part of the previous one. So I need to remove privilege too. Okay. Okay. So now the transplant of the table has been done. Okay. Table fields. Now let's look what happened here. So here we have a mess here now. Okay, a mess. We have some cleanup to do. Okay. Those is my new set of tables. Okay. Those are all the table I created. Okay. So, and those were all the tables existing. This is all the schema existing. I want to put this schema and put on the side. I don't want to reuse it. I want to put it on the side. Okay. So I use a magnifier, negative magnifier here to make it small. Okay. To make it like this. What I want to push all of this. I want to push that on the side. So I put that small. I select all of this. Okay. So I'm selecting all of this right here. All of this. But you see here, I didn't select those because I want to keep those here. Those I want to remove. So one is, forget this one. Okay. So so do it again. You click here, you select all of those, and you put that on the side. Okay. So now you go again here and you say, okay, you want 100%. And you clean now, right? So you have a clean space. So we want to take those and to put them here, okay? We want to put them here. So what do we want to do here? What do we want to achieve? We want to replicate this, okay? We want to replicate this. So we want to replicate the schema of this, all the table of occurrence, everything. So that's what we want to do, Okay, to do this, a guy like me, who is doing, like I said, who is doing that once a week, that takes 5 hours. Yes, sir. It takes 5 hours to do this. Okay, so don't count to do that in less than 5 hours. Okay, because it's a long process. It's not that easy. Okay, so but we are going to do that. Again, we are going to do that. But what I want to do, I want to create this. Okay, so in all my developments, all of them. So this is my way to work now. As the boss said, you do whatever you want, right? But this is my way to work. In FileMaker, we have tables and we have table of occurrence. That means I can have multiple time an occurrence that goes to the table audit log. I can have as many occurrences as I want. Right? So this is FileMaker, right? Okay. But at least I want one occurrence to the table with the same name. The occurrence and the table to have the same name. Okay? Occurrence and table is the same name. And this particular occurrence, I want no relationship whatsoever to that occurrence. This is what I call the reference table. That means it's the table, it's the point of entry to the table, and you're sure when you use that point of entry that you won't have any interference to your relationship and stuff like that. That you make sure that when you use that, when you use that context, you don't have any relationship working. That means you are pretty much in a safe environment. You are what we call in a sandbox because you don't have any relationship. So that means all your auto entry calculation won't work unless they refer to this. But I mean, you have the less chance to break things. And sometimes it's very convenient to have a point of access to a context where you pretty much more secure than other contexts. Right? So that's why I'm doing this. Okay. Each time you create a table, FileMaker will create an occurrence for you. Demonstration, when you create a table, okay, you say demo, you create a table, right? Demo here. If you go there in relationship, you have demo. So when I copy and paste the tables from one file to another, FileMaker automatically build this for me. Okay. So now what I'm doing here, I'm putting this here. You know, I'm pretty much gathering everything together. Okay. So so I have a trick for that. I'm going to show you the trick. You select them all like this, you know, and you put them all on the left edge. Bam. So not that now they're all stacked one with another. Okay. So before they were all spread like this, and you don't want to do this and drag this and drag. This is you know, a piece of what you know. So you stack them all, and then you do this, and you know, you do this, and you do this, and you do this. So so you can easily now pretty much, you know, you do something like this, something like this, something like this, you know. So you easily you can do this, you know, instead of dragging and moving and dragging and moving, dragging and moving, right? So you do this, okay. So now let's say you want to clean up and you want something clean like this, right? I just show you that now for this example, and then you can use the same technique for all what you want, right? So I want that to be a little bit larger, you know. So you enlarge one, you select all of them, and then you go there, and you say resize to the largest width. So now you put this one and you put there, and then you select the top level. You select the top here. You select all of them, and you say you want to align to the top edge, and you want to distribute it horizontally. Clack. So it's not enough. So you need to do this. You need to do it again. So you do this. And yeah, I know. I wish FileMaker could have a button to do that. Okay, now they look good. Okay, so what you do? This 1, 2, 3. So this one, those 3 belongs to this one. So you use the right one. Say okay, right edge, right, and then you want to distribute this one, this one, this one, and this one, and you want to distribute that centered. So now you have this and this, right? This and what you want to do, you want to align those two. So this one, those two are aligned. This and this is aligned. So pretty much I have a square now. Here I have a square with those things here. So now it's very easy. What you do, you say, distribute this horizontally, right? Distribute this. So what you do this, bam, and you distribute this horizontally. Horizontally, distribute this horizontally. Okay, and now what you just need to do, distribute this or vertically, 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 and vertically. Bam, align. Oh, forgot this one. Okay. They all align. So now I have something that looks really, really great, right? So you can, this is how I get all my things very super organized like this. It's because I'm using this tool on the bottom, okay? You can play a little bit with this tool. It's very cool, okay? Now what I want to do, I want to organize exactly the way it was here. So I like to have the colors here. Okay, so people say, oh, Nick, why this is super big? Okay, here why super big. Here why super big is because even though I am 25%, this is still readable. That's it. You know, now I can have I can zoom out and see, okay, oh, where are my users? Oh, they're here. Where are my server activities? Here. Where is my privilege? Here. Yes, you say, okay, Nick, no, we don't need that here because it's so small. Yes, but when you have a freaking large, super big, giant schema where you need to navigate from top to left, and you are freaking happy to have this. I have a schema with Scott, for example. We are in the number, like, we have, I don't know, 40 or 60 blocks like this, right? So we need, so when you, and even here with 18%, I can still read. That's why this is big. This is why I'm using this. I don't give a damn about the color, by the way. But the color is random. I like the Christmas tree here. I don't know why. This is my preference. Maybe because I'm French, or I don't know. But I like the colors like this. But doesn't make, there's no reason why I put the purple here. But it's to identify them. But what is extremely important is the possibility to read when you have a small zoom, when you zoom out, right? So I want to replicate this. I want so I want this stuff here to be. I want this to be. I want this guy here. To be deleted. No, do not delete. Okay, do not delete. So I want this. I copy the name of this. Okay, and I'm using here, and I'm dragging this. So you don't need to select the A if you want to do that. Just what you need to do is to press Alt on PC or Option on Mac, and you drag. See, that's the normal. You press Alt and you drag, and you have this. So you paste the do not delete. I changed my mind since then. I use Courrier New, yeah, 36 point, and this is the lighted gray. Okay. So I use this font now. I like it. Don't ask me why. I like it. Do whatever you want. And you do this. You scroll, okay. So those here are what I call my direct table point of entry. Okay. So this done. Okay. This done. So now I want that. Thanks a lot. You're nice. Oh, okay. I can't believe there's not a color convention. No. Go to application FileMaker provided in advance. Show package content. Then I don't know what that is. Okay, so no question. Okay. You can have a color. Yesterday I talked to Bilbo. Is there? Yeah, and he's using an interesting color convention. And I think I'm going to steal it. When you have a creation of, for example, see, you put green. When you have a delete, you put red. I didn't ask him when you have a create and delete what you do. Maybe rainbow. No, I mean, but anyway, it was interesting. But I don't, no, I don't have a color code. So I want now to replicate this guy here. I want to replicate those. So very simple. How I want that. So I copy this. I copy the 00, this one. Okay. I want to replicate this guy. Okay. So I take this here, I duplicate. So how you duplicate this? You press Command and you click. You click, you command, and you duplicate. Okay, click, you seize, command, duplicate. Okay, and I paste this, and I change the color in a little bit darker, and this I put white. Okay, so now our preference, right? Okay, this one was darker, but it's okay. We don't care to be exactly the same, right? Then I click here and I say, okay, I want the preference. Right, and the name is this. Okay, So I have my table of occurrence preference, and I want the width to be the same as this one. So I select both, and I said resize the largest, and I put that, and I want everything to be aligned on the left. Okay. So preference done. Okay. So now I have a table of occurrence named T00 preferences. Okay. Now I select those two. And I duplicate them. Because now I want to replicate audit log. Same thing here. Copy the name audit log. Okay. I paste audit log here, and I double click on this one, and here a trick for you. Okay. A trick for you. If I select audit log right away, okay, it's going to rename this one. So I lose the one I have. Right? Okay. So if I paste it and then I select audit log, it works. So when you modify something like this, and you don't want to lose the name that you had before for X reason, you change the name, you do like this, for example, and then it doesn't change. If you don't, when you click here and you change right away, change the name. If you click and you do this space, remove space, no space, remove space, that's all. You space, and then you can say, when you do a modification on the name, and then you can select whatever is not renaming. So now I want to do this, I want to create a T03 audit log. So I paste the name audit log, and then I select the table audit log. So now this one now is on audit log, and I change the color. The color for this one is blue, something like this. No, not this blue, more like this one. And I change this to be black. It's just for those I explain why. It's because when you zoom out, right? So you want to duplicate this, right? And now we want to do the user. Okay, user, there's more people. Okay, user, there's all of those to replicate, all of those, one by one. Okay, one by one. That's why I'm saying 5 hours. All of those, and then you have to do those, and then you have to do all of those, right? That's why I said 5 hours. Okay. So, and when people say, "Oh yeah, it's a lot of time," I say, "Yeah, do it." Okay, so I select the name, the name that I need. So those are users, and I put this color here. Oh, this one maybe. Okay, this is users. Okay, so users, and this goes to users. So I paste user, and I go select users. Okay, so it's this one because the customer has user and user. Mine is user. User or user? No, user, yeah. I doubt. So this is mine, not this, because the guy has two, right? He has users and user. Okay. So now I have a table of occurrence that point to user, but I need to make this one a little bit bigger because I have more people, much more people. Okay. So here are the tricks. You select this, you put that on top here, and you make it bigger. If you can show all, it's better, but sometimes there's so many fields you can't show all. Here I can. Here I can do that. Okay, so now I create a new table of occurrence. And where do I want this table of occurrence to point? Okay, preference. Okay, so you know now why the naming convention is cool here, because this guy here is on preference. This guy here is on company. This guy here in company. This one here in documents. Okay, in users, preference, favorites. So it's easy to identify where they are. So I want this to be the first one, the T. So I'm going there. So normally it's better to have two screens, right? So I'm copying this one, copy the name of this, the T12A. I'm copying this one. And I go there and I say preference and I paste the name. Bam. So now my occurrence T12A is created. Okay, created. Now I want to do the B and the C, etc. So what you do, you select this one, press Alt, and you duplicate it. See? Click, Alt, duplicate. You go there, you select the B, you copy the B, you put the B, and the B is in company. Okay? Easy, company. Now, again, the C, if there's no C's, we switch to E directly. E is still in company, so you don't need to change that. Now you understand why I'm doing the duplication. Why duplicate, because sometimes I don't even have, if I'm reusing the one before, sometime and many times in many of my development, I have multiple that goes to the same table, like user, audit log, I try my best to keep all together, but sometimes it's not. But I will show you how we do this. Okay, so you understand why duplication is cool, because sometimes it avoid me an action, sometimes. But it's good to take it. Anything you can take that can save you time, you're happy to take it, So now I'm continuing, I'm going there, right? And so this is K. Okay, so K goes to documents. Okay, here I need L. L is going to users. Okay, user. Now I want M is going to preference. Okay, so I duplicate this and I'm going to preference. Okay, I could have done something more clever, for example. If it's going to preference, because normally normally I have both on the same screen. Now, I'm focusing on both, but since I know this one is going to preference, and I already have one that point to preference, what I do, I duplicate the one, I take this one and I duplicate this one, and then I rename it. As I said, again, something less to do, right? Something less to do. It's good to take it. Always. This is going to favorites. Okay? So it's going to favorites. So up favorites. Duplicate. This one is going to system. Okay? Going to system. Okay? This one is going to users. Go duplicate users. USR. The next one is going to user as well. So I don't need to change the name, the table. Okay. The navigation. Okay. This one is going to navigation. This one is going to assets. Easy. Double click. Oh, see, I forgot to change navigation. So here, for example, if I select navigation, here directly, it renames it. I lost the name. So what you do, you go there, you duplicate, you double click, space, remove space, and then you can do whatever you want. It's not renaming it. Okay, that's the trick. So asset privileges. Okay. Oops. Privileges. Okay. And the next to the sign up. Sign up. And I want the audit log, copy, paste, audit log. Okay, this one goes to the audit log as well. And voila. So now, no, yeah, audit log, yeah, this one, audit log. Okay. So I have a set complete. Okay, so all of those are completed. Okay, I mean I created the occurrences, so those are done. Okay, they're done. Let me validate this to make sure that it's there. Okay. Always I'm doing this. So let me open this. Okay. Okay. So now it's validated. Okay. To put this color in the background, I mean, it is useful or is just make the display pretty? No, yeah, no, that's a yeah. Okay, Bilbo. Yes, that's a reason why. Because after many years, it's easier when you have something like this to have different colors. It helps. If they're all the same, it blends. Here, it helps. It helps a lot. To have different colors. It helps. I mean, it helps me. Anything that can help you. If you don't like it, if each time, okay, you open this and you want to puke, don't do it. But now, if each time you open this and you say, okay, oh, thanks God I have this because now it's easier, you do it, right? It's pure matter of preferences, and if you like it, like I said, everything I'm demonstrating, I try to prove that, I'm proving that everything I do helps being more efficient. And all what matters is this. How can I be more efficient? Like this one here. I know there's a problem because I didn't, why said 2 here? There's a problem in this one. So let's check here. Why said 2? Preference, why said 2? It's the M, right? Oops. FileMaker sometime. Okay. Why set 2 here? Because I don't know. Okay. So yeah, I don't know why. So anyway, here now, what I want to do before we go, because it's 2:01, I want to create the relationship, because so far I just created the occurrence, but I didn't link anything right now. It's not linked at all, right? Nothing linked, of those. Nothing linked. So I take normally I have a bigger screen than this, so, okay. So I open the first one, okay. And, okay, I know by heart, after 6 months doing this. But you can see here, this one here, the T01A, is linked to those fields, right? IDs, logged in user, right? And their ID user. Okay, so this is the relationship. Okay. So what you want to do? You want to replicate those. So something that I want to tell you is that you see, I can go. They are all extremely close, but you can select them. Tack, tack, tack. Tack, 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 and you can see the operator: Cartesian, 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 etc. But you can also see. You can open this dialog by double clicking on the string. See the string here? You have a string. You can select the string, click on the string. So that's a good trick. You can click here, or you can even click on the string. That's the same thing. Because sometimes this is not accessible. Okay, so that's a good trick. Okay, so we want to replicate the same thing, right? So user with this one. Okay, this one's done. Company, it's a Cartesian link, so it's very simple. So I need to do this, and I need to do this. Change. Okay, it's a Cartesian link. Okay. Because I said Cartesian. Now you know why I'm telling this. It's because now I know what to do. If that's broken, I know what that means. I know what this needs to be. It needs to be Cartesian. This is by ID company. So there's only one way that this works is because the foreign key here and the ID company. Okay. This one here is very simple. Is from this one and from this one. Okay. So I don't even need to go over there and double check. It's from this one to this one. And I want the creation and the delete activate. The name of the, so now I'm demonstrating why I use that naming convention. Is because I'm doing a lot of transplant like this. And sometimes, and I'm transplanting many things from one file to another. So that's what I was saying at the beginning. This is this is the original transplant. This is the initial transplant. But sometimes you say, okay, hey, you know what you did for Scott, I like it. I want the same thing. Okay, no problem. I'm going to transplant that to you, right? And you know what I mean. So and then I'm giving myself all the information I need in order to get that done, right? And so this is done, okay, etc. So what you do here is account name, right? So let's say, for example, I don't have account name here. I don't see it. It's down more a little bit. So either way, you can just go down and do this, right? Or you can make it bigger and then you can select account name. Or, if it's like this, you just do this, with another field. You initiate it, and then you go there, and you select account name. It's up to you. You can do whatever you want. Okay. So when everything's done, because I've done the job already, so the cookies are pre-baked already, right? So this is done. You need to do that. You need to do that for all of them. All of them. All of them. All of them. And trust me, you're going to like it. All of them. So, and when you're done, pretty much you're almost finished with this. I said almost, okay? Because you will see it's not done again. Do we have any questions? Yeah, so we have a lot of comments. Miles, do we need what are the questions? What are the comments here? Miles, hello.
Yeah, there was some earlier, but they were about calculations. I know that's ahead of it.
Oh,
You'll
that's
get
tomorrow.
to that. Yeah. And then, yeah, the rest of it was just kind of chatter about getting to default fields, and then about not being able to copy paste, but you can, duplicate as you've been doing. And then the last question is just Alex is there at the end.
Okay, there's another one. Is there a reason why FileMaker does not allow copy and paste instead of restrict the button? Yeah, why we cannot do copy paste like this? Why we cannot select this? Yeah, and go there and take copy as FileMaker. Because I think the community is asking this for what I want to import schema. That's what I want. I want import schema. Period. They came with this freaking add-on stuff, which is okay. It's great, but it's complicated. To make an add-on, but I want a schema import. That's it. Like we have for theme, and like we have like I just did for the custom function, right? Oh, here's the schema. What do you want to import? What you don't want to import? That's it. Or what is not possible to import? Or import the table and the schema with it. Let's say I have a table here. I import that table, and I have all those occurrences that are related to the table. I want to import that. And if it's broken, okay, import it and show me like italic with a red color and say, okay, this one is broken. It was there, but it's broken here, right? So now I know, like you do for script. Oh, look, we have a discussion on FileMaker with this, a lot of slamming doors and stuff like that. So it's okay. So Yes, but you can't use command. Yeah, no, you can do that. So so you said the latest one, Alex. Isn't it better to transplant your customer file? No, no, it's not, Alex. I'll tell you why. Um, you don't know your customer solution. You don't. Your solution you want to transplant, you know it by heart. After some time, you know it because you build it. So I know where the trap are here. I know where the traps are in my solution. I know what I shouldn't forget because I'm forgetting every time. You know, I know, I know that. So you know your solution. So what you want to transplant, you want to transplant what you know. You don't want to transplant what you don't know, because you're going to spend hours trying to figure out things, right? No, no, no. You keep your customer file, and then you transplant your things that you know that you build, right? If you didn't build either or both, I mean, yeah, you stuck. It's not doesn't matter if you don't know both sides. But if you know one side, you transplant the side. No add-ons, there's tables, not a copy. No add-ons, add their tables, not a copy of yours. And making an add-on for every table transfer, no thanks. Yeah, no, no. No, yeah, you're right. You see, I mean, I think Nick must have argued this many times. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's argue many times. This is an understatement, Nate. It's uh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, for the coloring things. It's just a matter of colors. It doesn't matter for the color of the background. So I think we're good for today, unless we have last minute question. The goal here is to do everything you can to help you. So the name of the field of the occurrence is helping a lot. Okay, tells you what you need to do, tells you what you shouldn't forget. By the way, and so. I mean, add-ons will import tables and schema. Yeah, I think so. Moki. The add-ons will import the tables and the schema. Anyway, tomorrow we are going to continue this. As I said, it's I already have a version of this pre-baked here. Okay, so I have a version of this pre-baked, and I did it yesterday. So the schema is there. So the new one and the old one. Okay. You see, when you are small like this, I can identify better than this. You know what I mean? It's it's my preference. So this is done. So tomorrow we are going to continue to the process of this. So tomorrow we are going to stop talking about the occurrence and stuff like that, and we are going to talk about scripting and layout scripts, because the layout and script is going to work on two steps. Layout is in two steps. Okay, so here is not done. This is not done yet. Okay, but you need to put the schema when you're done with the relationship. You don't deal with calculation right away. You deal with calculation later. Okay, later. You deal with calculation later, and so you do on two times. So schema in two times. So now we did the first row. We added the table, the fields. We merged the table together when it needed, and then we created all the table of occurrences, and we have all the relationship done. This is done. Okay. Next step. Okay. Next step is the layouts. Okay. We create the layouts, and then we're going to create the scripts, and then we're going to go back to the layouts, and then you will see, and then there's many things we have to do. So Mars, you can land the plan if you don't want to crash it.
All right, perfect. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, Nick, for your time. And yeah, we'll be back to continue it tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
And the guys just stepped up the whole way. Calm, cool, collected the quarterback. Great read, good patience. More importantly, great job up front protecting this quarterback to give you a chance. And that's all you can ask for.
Try to rally down 10. 9:25 to go here in the fourth. Short motion by Amendola from the left. Brady takes the shotgun snap. Stands in, throws it left for Amendola. Reaches up and snacks a high throw and lands inside the 10. Rolling to the 9. Ball slightly behind him, but Danny makes the grab.